By the way, oh,
Ahem. Alright, let's start with a quick recap, and then we'll begin with the actual game. Everyone okay?
Yep.
yep.
Yes.
Alright. So last time on the Filthy 20, Chapter 1, you had finally found the flower that could cast Wish, one of the most powerful spells known within the world that has been banned for many reasons. It was one of many options that you took to try and solve this magic ban. The doctor had recommended that you had actually just simply wished that the magic ban never existed, but perhaps that would have had its own repercussions. Instead of that, you decided it was a wise move to go back in time before the ban had occurred, to try and figure out why it had occurred to begin with. It has been associated multiple times that the ban had occurred when the Duke's son had fallen ill due to some form of malice and or curse. Is this really the case? Nobody knows for sure. The doctor gave his life so that the party could in fact go back 13 years, a few months before the magic ban. They find themselves within the frozen remains of what seems to be a very disheveled house. Outside the window, for a moment, they see a shadow walk by. Jackson Hayes, somewhat teary-eyed, knowing that the doctor would not make it with them, as well as the fact that he saw the flakes of his skin, as well as his clothes, begin to wither away. He turns. He somehow managed to recognize this shadow figure. It seemed almost peculiar that he would find him here again once in his time of need. A strange figure, a helper in a way. Somebody that he's known for some time. He would visit him every single year, especially after the so-called death of his father, which he himself had never really remembered. And that's where we're going to begin today's chapter.
Max, can I
Yes.
stop you for a second?
Sure.
Change the category of your Twitch. You're still on just chatting?
Of course it is. Professional. And I guess,
Professional stream, everyone.
Okay.
update. There we go.
Okay, so
Back in time.
so basically Jackson Hayes sees this figure that he recognizes.
Yes.
Does he remember the name, or would that be a history check?
You knew him simply as Greymane.
Greymane.
Again, Greymane is kind of like trudging along the snowy path. He doesn't really pay much attention to you. You're in what seems to be an abandoned house.
Can I do a... Would it be a nature check to recognize exactly where we are?
Sure.
Okay, starting off strong, 16.
You recognize this as the town you had previously been in, where all the ash puppets had basically risen. You look around
Okay.
and you recognize some of the scuff marks, and this seems to be the tavern you had slept in originally, but it's a lot worse for wear, surprisingly.
I see. Well, guys, what do you think? Should we go check the town out?
Yeah, I
We
think that's a good idea.
should. Yeah, better than staying in this the old place.
Yeah, but shouldn't the town be normal? It's all broken down.
When is everything ever normal?
Alexander, can you please give me a perception check?
Of course.
An eternity later.
This sign, eh? Oh shit, 19.
Okay. You manage to catch the brief noises coming from one of the houses. You know that this town has been abandoned for some time after the large potato famine that had occurred, and basically all the fields around the actual town itself had become very sterile, forcing them to have to force themselves to only import, which led to an economical downfall.
Potato famine?
Yes, you don't know this, hush.
Potatoes. I like the
Potato.
potatoes. History check on the potato famine. Then.
What is
Sure.
maybe potatoes?
Oh, the potatoes. Did I just put away my God fucking damn it.
Anyways,
I got a 10.
I surprisingly rolled a natural 1. Fuck my life.
Oh, don't worry, I understand what you mean. Considering I keep getting bad rolls today.
You begin racking your mind for a few moments, trying to think to yourself about the potato famine. It's pretty much what I already explained, the whole field's going sterile. There was too much clay at some points, which was basically sucking in all the moisture from the earth around it. That caused these large clumps of clay essentially to then be uprooted and destroy entire farms.
Interesting.
Alright? Again, you hear random voices. What do? You just like keep going your merry way?
I take out. Wait, I'm still holding. Yeah. With my halberd in hand, I carefully investigate.
Alright. The rest of you, can you all give me perception checks?
21.
21.
21.
21.
I got a 6.
Ruth, given her current state of both grief and being an absolute twat.
What? Wait,
Most-
grief? Why grief?
You just saw the doctor pull an I don't feel good.
Oh.
I got
fuck's
an
sake.
18.
Yeah, so you're kind of like tear-eyed, wiping away the snot all over your face. You don't look great. I'm not gonna lie, you don't look great. Guys, professional, switch off your fucking phones.
That's me. Sorry, forgot I left it on.
This inspiration, no.
Professional!
Handfuls.
Jesus. Anyways, I got an
Animals.
18 max, and Sean got a 21.
Alright, so you kind of see this. You recognize this to be Greymane, but he looks a lot younger than what you remember. He's not as wrinkled, his features are still somewhat straight. He's covered in a form of hood, which what seems to be wolf pelt. Would you agree,
Yes.
Alexander? Right.
Yes.
You see him like halberd in hand, and he's approaching your building. What do you do? And there's just Fergus, snot-filled.
Is Fergus making noise?
That's a good point. Give me a charisma saving throw.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Mark, you got the inspiration.
Yay!
13.
13. You managed to kind of like hold in your yells of like pain, and you just sit there like over and over. So yeah, what do you wish to do?
Do I know that Greybane would attack us?
If he is provoked and or sensing that there is a bad situation, he will in fact attack.
Okay. So wait, we're inside at the moment, and he's entering our building.
He's about to.
Okay. Guys, stay hidden. I'll handle this.
I'll try.
10 out of 10 and the Oscar goes to Ruth. That's the most you've RP'd ever, I'm proud of you. You kind of begin making your way towards the door. Greymane, you see this person begin to stand up, moving towards the door. Do you prepare your halberd? Halberd. whatever.
Yes.
Jackson Hayes will have his arms up up to show him that he doesn't mean any harm.
Okay, you go up to the door. Your arms are up. It opens inwards. You did not think this through.
Max, I didn't say I'm going up to the door.
Oh, so you're just there with your arms up. Alright.
Like, no, once he sees me, I'm just like, my arms are up so he knows I mean no
So
harm.
basically, you want the FBI open up.
Yeah, basically.
Professional stream, everyone.
Oh, what on earth?
This is the police.
The sound of the bullet? No.
The sound of the bullets.
Professional stream! Alright, so
Delete my search history.
Alexander kind of begins pushing the door open with his halberd, I would say. Yes or no?
Sorry. Say
Would
that
you
again?
begin pushing the door open with your halberd?
Before I enter, can I do another perception check?
Sure.
Oh, for the love of fuck. 13.
Interesting. You think there's around 3 people. One of them seems to be in great emotional pain.
I was just like, okay, well, this should be interesting. As I just Spartan kick the door open.
Give me a strength check.
This is Sparta.
This is Sparta!
One natural one later.
19.
He breaks his leg.
Surprisingly, you say that. You go to kick the door. It's sturdier than you thought.
Oh,
I rolled a natural 20.
fucking
The door is a mimic. Hold up. No.
Oh, madonna,
So from the inside, all I hear is a thud, thud.
Yeah.
And that makes Fergus's mood even better.
Uh,
Instead of crying, he just starts laughing. Jesus Christ, he's
I
the best.
dexterity saving throw to get the fuck out of the way. So that way, if they try to open the door,
You
they
don't need
see
to
me.
do a dexterity saving throw. You do the smart thing. You move back to paces.
Oh, okay.
What did the rest of you do?
I guess I go open the door like.
Congratulations, you had one of the most pointless encounters of all fucking time.
Oh, hi there.
You go,
I
open
just
the door.
like really try to kick this door in.
You just
Oh, hi,
see
Mark.
Greymane, as I said, much younger. And he kind of looks at you. Give me a history check, Greymane.
Sure.
Wait,
Wait, why would why a history
Trust me.
check? Okay then. Ooh, 21.
You look at him for a moment, observing his features, and you begin to see he looks very similar to the young boy that you were told to take care of. Except he has very, very older features and has a large resemblance to his father.
Do I recognize?
You
Do I remember the
recognize-
name?
You used to call him boy, so not really.
Boy.
Boy.
Okay.
Boy.
Boy.
Okay, then I just look at him straight in the eye. Shut your dog up!
Shut up that Chinese food.
oh god.
I just look at him straight in the face, like, boy.
Greymane?
I just read in my halberd at him, like, you are not that young boy. Who are you?
There's a reasonable explanation.
Talk, before I run my halberd through your spine.
I really wouldn't suggest you pull out your halberd. Put it back in, Greymane. Be reasonable. We're from the future.
We're from the future.
Dun, 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 dun. Sorry.
These are not the droids you are looking for.
That's not the reason why I'm laughing.
Why is...
Oh, your wording for that fucking bit just terrible. But
Fuck off. Anyways, just back together.
Anyway, the future. What sort of magic are you trying to pull?
What is this gay shit?
Can I roll to see how much I can actually trust the Greymane?
Sure.
Like, would that be history or?
It would be a history check, yes.
Oh. 23.
You basically know that he was very trustworthy back in those days, but again, this is another version of him, so you don't know if it's something that made him be this trustworthy, if you get my drift.
Okay. We use the wish plant.
Nature check to see if I know what he's talking about.
It would actually be a history check.
History check. Seriously, what the fuck is up with my rolls now? Now you give me good rolls, you piece of shit.
Stop
And that's your
complaining.
20. That's your 20.
You basically heard of the wish plant. One had just recently been used to heal a large patch of land to the east, as it had been blighted due to hag blood. You know that it's capable of doing such things.
Okay. I lower my halberd. Alright. I'll hear you out.
Okay. Guys, you can come out now.
Oh, we were still hiding.
Yes.
You miss much.
What part of?
I just
Stay hidden.
assumed.
I'll take care of this.
I just assumed that then afterwards we were just like, hi.
Why, hello there.
What
Why, hello
part?
there.
What
Okay, I'm
part
still.
of?
We're
Stay
professionals,
hidden. I
everybody.
take care of this. Didn't you get?
My eyes are still puffy and I'm still crying. I'm like,
My eyes are open.
Anyways,
Jackson, what's going on?
it's fine, Fergus.
Okay.
Okay, Ruth, you get an inspiration.
Hungry for that inspiration, I see.
Fencing takeaway.
Hungry and fencing, so flesh come on dick.
Anyways. Should we start a fire and talk? I'm guessing it's pretty cold.
Like, you're just looking out right over where our Greymane is, covered in snow. I'm just giving you a face like, you can like see the snow, right? Like
Listen, I'm gonna be frank with you. We just literally came.
giggity. Okay.
God damn it. Like we've literally we just traveled back in time now to this point in time.
Fair enough.
So let's get a fire started. Let's search the place to get firewood.
Survival
I
check.
Yeah. I think I may have something that could start. Yeah, I actually can. I can start
No, you
fire.
really don't need to worry about that. I got a 17 total max.
You basically go find a few broken down chairs and you're like, yeah, this'll work.
Like Batista bomb to break them, to make them into
Sure.
firewood.
Why?
Ashwayne.
I'm just like looking again, pointing to my help.
There's a
You
random
know-
blue screen in front of you.
Error 404.
EXT not found.
Yep. You begin setting up a fire within the old remains of the house, slowly starting the kindle. I need 2 of you to give me survival checks.
Cool.
Cool.
You can choose.
I'll try.
Wait,
How much is it?
why are we gonna start Kindle when I can just touch a wood and burst it into flames?
Again, do you want to reveal that you have magic?
I mean,
So-
it's before it was banned, so would it be so
yes,
bad?
but again, up to you. I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay, I'm just gonna do survival check.
Yeah, I'll do.
Are you fucking kidding?
I'll do the
Natural
same.
one. You start deep throating the wood.
For fuck's sakes!
I got a 15 max to start the fire.
Did you actually get a natural one, Ruth? Ruth. For fuck's sake, Ruth.
8.
Oh, you got an 8, so you kind of like start
You're breaking-
and you get a splinter. Jesus, crispy
Okay.
compressed. Technical difficulties.
Okay. Yep. 1 second.
I'll just change the server region. One moment. Professional fucking
Okay,
stream.
better.
Okay, I'm back. I was having some technical difficulties, sorry.
No, the whole Discord server.
I can
So,
just change the server region just in case. There
Okay.
we go. Can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Professional.
Last I did rolled a 15 for the survival check.
No, you rolled an 8.
8, you got a splinter in your finger. 15, you manage. So yeah, you start a small fire, you huddle around it. A blizzard blows on outside. There's Greymane just looking at you going, the fuck?
At who, me?
No, at me, because I fucking
Uh,
want to stop on them.
Actually, no, I don't.
Okay.
Remember, magic ban. I've seen
Yeah.
magic before. I can recognize.
This is before the magic ban.
Exactly before the magic ban. I can recognize magic users, or
But
if they're fucking witches or not. But you know,
we all seem ordinary though.
We're all basic.
No, we're all human, and Sean has his
What?
ears still covered,
Yeah.
so can't really tell.
Alright.
actually, speaking of, perception check on Sean's hood.
Sure.
But why would he just assume a perception check? I mean, it's cold, he has his hood up, maybe he's cold. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
Maybe
true.
he sees the points.
I mean, if he has elf ears, they could be.
And the thing
pointing
is,
outwards inside the
elves
hood.
were still a thing back then. The
were
nest
what?
was still alive back then.
Yep.
It's a hidden
Max
village nonetheless.
23.
23, you see 2 random points. You think he's wearing earphones. I mean, what? Nah, like,
I
all
just
jokes
point
aside,
my-
you kind of realize that he might be elven.
I just point my halberd to him. You, the one with the hood, the one that
Yes.
has points on the inside. Let me guess. You're an elf.
Half elf.
You're an elf nonetheless.
Greymane, put your weapon away.
Am I being threatening?
A little bit, yes.
I just like take it away. Like,
oh wow, so manly.
forgive me. That was not my intention.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Max.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna use spell detect thoughts on Greymane
Sure.
to see what he's actually thinking at the moment.
What save
Sure.
do I do? What do I do a save?
Not really.
Because it isn't in battle, no.
I see.
What are you thinking? And don't say
I
porn.
do not. I do not consent to this.
You don't
I
know
do not
your
cons-
mind is being probed, so what would you be thinking?
Not.
Again, you
Not
could
much.
be thinking of a big elven titty woman that you fucked, I don't know. What would your character be thinking?
I'm not Alfonso the Gay.
Not yet.
Oh,
Ish.
for the love of fuck.
Ish.
Mistrust at them, honestly, if anything. Because, again, I just met them, so I don't really know them. And they could be lying for all I know.
Alright, that's understandable.
He sees the
Okay.
crying Fergus. You think I'm lying?
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't know this Fergus yet. Um,
I'm telling the truth.
Stop trying to farm inspiration.
yeah. Can I do a history check to see if there was something that me and Greybane did back then that
Sure.
would make
Back
him
in
believe
my
me?
day.
Sure. Give me a history check.
History. That's another 23.
You know that he had once accidentally nicked you on your right arm just below your elbow. This was during a sparring match which occurred exactly 11 years ago.
So it still was before he.
Okay, he's not that old.
No, but we went 13 years back in the past.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know that.
So
So
you
if it's
wouldn't
11
remember doing it.
Fair enough.
Hmm. You also remember that he once had a child, but you also remember that at some point he stopped mentioning him.
Another
He did
history check on the child's name.
Sure. Alexander, are you okay with this? Like me adding a child into your backstory kind of thing?
He did have a child. Remember, he had a family.
Yeah.
So yeah, sure. I'm okay with this.
18 total.
What's the child's name? Alfonso.
No. Child's name would have been. I want to go something along the line of Peter,
Peter
Pan.
Akimoto.
but no, I'm not gonna go there. Shit, I don't. This is like my feelings. I'm joking. Fuck, what was his name? Honestly,
Jeff.
fuck. No,
My name
God,
is Jeff.
No.
Kevin.
Hodor.
Hodor.
Derek.
Dirk.
Why not John?
Derek.
Cause Derek.
You remember the child's name being Derek.
So, Greymane, I know that you're not trusting us. I know that you think we may be lying.
What gave that away?
Well, you pointing the halberd at us at every single point.
I see you got the point.
I see you're still as funny as always.
A random anvil-shaped cloud begins forming.
It's
Anyway,
raining
That's a good
anvils.
one.
getting back to the point. Greymane. Sake, guys!
Not even,
Professionals!
it's not even It's not even intentional at this point.
Yeah, Max is getting the ambulance ready.
Okay, yeah. Let's go on. Continue.
To the point.
For the love
This is why I drink. Oh no, please
Let's
subscribe
get to
now.
the point, guys.
I'm just glad it's not me this time.
To further upon my point, please subscribe now so you can spam the fucking filthy anvils. Subscribe. Do it, pussies.
Anyways,
Let's continue. Yeah.
Greymane.
To the point.
You know, you could always mute her.
No one needs
Um,
my viewers except me.
Why in the fuck would we want to mute them? They're hilarious.
Greymane.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something that the past self, my past self, would only know.
Mm-hmm.
You had or still may have a child. I still don't know how far back we are. His name.
As he just mentions the child, I just grow silent, looking at you with straight in the face, straight in the eyes, like, don't, just don't. Who has a running background noise?
Anyway. Yeah. So, do you believe us now, or do I need to say his name?
No, I believe you. But you can
Um,
understand my level of mistrust.
yeah. We came back to stop something that's gonna affect the future.
Um. Hmm. Alright, so, John, do you actually tell them why you've been sent back or not?
No, I'm gonna keep that a bit of a secret for now.
Alright. So,
Wait, sent back?
The more you know. Dun 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 dun.
from outside, the storm begins to temporarily subside. I need you all to give me perception checks.
18.
God fucking damn it.
Did you go cross-eyed?
No,
22.
I got 14.
17.
I got the highest.
Naturally, you
fuck,
all
yeah.
kind of sense it. That's the thing. So yeah, you begin hearing the sound of slobbering, snarling, as this large shadow begins to appear. What do you guys do?
What would
What
I
the
need to
fuck
roll
is that?
to see if I can actually identify it?
Same.
Sure.
What would
Like-
I need to roll?
Animal handling check.
Okay. I got a 5.
You have no idea.
I got a 10, Max. I did the same thing.
You both of you don't recognize what this is. I'm sorry. So, what are you
Well-
gonna do?
Hmm.
Well, guess we're gonna have to fight, maybe?
You just tell me what you wanna do.
I grab my halberd and ready it, I guess.
I get my longsword and ready.
I ready my bow.
I already my gun.
I'm just there. No one question it.
You're just there being loved.
Yep.
Love
So-
me.
From the snow comes before you a large 8-foot creature with long
Oh, boy.
black locks and green skin, teeth, and spit just foaming at the mouth. You all recognize this to be some form of troll. What do you do?
What are you doing in my swamp?
That's an ogre, you fucking retard.
Thank you!
What the
I know.
fuck, Ruth?
Get the fuck
It
out!
just reminded me of Shrek, okay?
I think you're having a stroke,
Um,
but anyway.
Yes. History check to see if ogres,
Trolls.
sorry, trolls that. See what you've done, Root. I said ogres. If trolls are, well, they're primal or not.
Sure.
14, 18 total.
Primal as in like beasts?
Like they'll attack anything on site just
Oh
for
yeah,
food.
yeah, they will.
Okay, well, I guess this one's hungry.
No, fantastic.
Oh god.
Alright, I need you all to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Dead, dead, dead.
Nine.
Oh fuck!
I got a natural 20 on initiative.
I got an 8.
I got a 9.
At least I fucked with you
Alright,
then,
keep
Sean.
your things for a moment. I have to calculate for the beast. No.
I got 18.
Atlextenna!
Allah.
Alright, Jackson. You got a natural 20, right?
Yup.
How much is the total?
1 second. I haven't used this program in a while. The initiative is with Orc Puppets with the proficiency bonus.
Possibly,
Max?
cause Blood Hunter.
So it's 23 total.
23. So you're gonna go first, plus you have a surprise round. since you got the natural 20. Crow,
9.
Fergus,
8.
Alexander,
18.
Alright. Alright, so Jackson, you have a surprise round. What are you gonna do?
Okay, so I take out my sword, pass a piece of cloth over it, and turn it on flames.
Alright, very good.
You got a fire blade. Congratulations.
So yeah, what do you wanna
No,
do?
shut up.
If you're going to attack, roll me an attack roll. Do you want to use this particular spell or anything? That was a bonus action to set your sword ablaze.
Yeah, I go to give it one attack.
Okay,
I'm going to combat. I have 2 attacks.
alright.
So 16, first attack,
That is a hit.
and the 15 is the second attack.
That is a hit as well.
Okay, so
Roll for damage.
D8. D8 plus fire damage is what? A D6?
Yes. And since you had it twice, that's 2d6.
That's 2D8 and 2D6, no?
Yep.
Okay, so first one's a 6.
Okay.
Second one is a 10.
Okay. Next attack. Or that's total 6 and 10.
That's 2 attacks.
Alright. You know, total of 16 damage. Alright. Alright. Next, you still have another attack, because that was a surprise round. No, you've done them both. I am having it.
I've done them both, yeah.
You don't have multi-attack?
That was 2 attacks.
Do you have multi-attack?
You mean as a feat?
No, as a level up.
No, I do not.
Okay, never mind then. Next up, it is the troll. You are the one closest to it, so it is going to use a multi-attack on you. It was first going to use a bite, and it crits. It crits shit. 1d6. You take 8 points of damage as it kind of sinks its teeth into you. Second attack. It surprisingly misses. As it tries to claw into your armor, but your very thick hide as well as your armor kind of stops it from being able to dig its nails into you.
Extra.
Shut the fuck up. As you kind of slashed your blade, you begin to see the flames are actually kind of foaming slightly, and you believe that this creature actually has a regenerative trait, which you actually managed to stop by using a fire attack.
Well done.
Okay.
So, next on the round, it is Alexander.
Okay, so with my halberd in hand, I go to attack it, I guess, yeah.
Yep.
I get on my first attack.
Since I realized this, Max, can I shout to everyone, like, use flame items?
If you want, sure.
Yeah.
Well, actually, before
Would that be a free action?
They can spend a turn to put their swords in the flame and to deal double damage to it, or they can just attack it.
before I attack, then can I throw my longsword in the flame?
Sure, that's a bonus action. Give me a dexterity check to see if you accidentally like overthrow.
Okay. Okay, not bad. 17.
Yep, you manage with a 17. And you kind of like throw it into there, some embers fly out. Give me an attack roll.
Okay, I get a total of 25 to on my first attack.
Alright.
With a halberd,
Roll for damage.
I got a 1. I can re-roll it because of great weapon fighting style. I got a 7 plus 4. That would be a total of 11 damage on the first
good.
attack. Second attack. I have 2 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
17. Does it hit?
17 does hit.
Okay. A total of 6 plus 4, 10.
Alright.
Before I end my turn, I'm going to use Action Surge.
You're gonna take 2 more attacks.
Yes.
Alright, use them.
25.
Hit.
That hit. 4 plus 4, that's 8 damage on the first one. 18. Does it hit to hit? Ooh, nice. 14 damage on the second attack.
14 with that, it is now bloody. This is the end of your turn. Up next, Crow.
I shoot it with my arrow, with my bow, and use a fire-infused attack.
Alright.
So,
Roll to see if you hit.
20 to hit.
Alright.
28 plus.
Hush, Chinese food.
Leave my dog alone.
18 points of damage.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Burgess. It's your turn.
I shoot my gun, I guess. To aim at a certain point, I have to roll high, right?
Yes. No, you have to roll twice because you're aiming at a specific point.
I'll try. I'll try to shoot it in the head.
Okay. Give me 2
I'm gonna
rolls.
fail, but I'll try. First one, 8. Wait, do I have to add it by something?
You have to add your proficiency in Dex. We've been through this.
I keep forgetting.
This is why we don't have dice things.
Proficiency. Okay. So 10. And 7.
You try to take an aim. Bang. You hit the roof. Congratulations. Jackson.
Okay. So,
Jackson, how do you want to do this? The creature's on
Sights.
7 HP.
oh, okay. Where am I exactly on the creature?
You're right in front of it. It has its teeth kind of like synced into your shoulder.
So I'll just roll to see if I hit it first.
Alright.
14, 15, 16, 17.
It's a hit.
Okay. So basically I'm gonna try to chop its head off while it's.
Do you want me to take over?
Yeah. Yeah, I got 7 exactly.
Yeah. I fucking knew you would. You take out your sword for a brief moment as it's still slightly glimmering, covered in the bean and troll blood. As you bring it above it in an arc-like motion, bringing it down directly upon its spine and neck. Pulling down with all your might, you manage to decapitate it as its jaw begins to weaken around your shoulder, falling to the ground. Its body lies there, semi-frozen, semi-burnt. Congratulations, you killed the troll.
Well, that wasn't fun.
Rest in peace, Shrek.
You stab a bitch.
Agreed.
As Jackson Hayes proceeds to take off the troll's head off of his shoulder. Well, I guess our surprise guest is no longer with us.
What do you want to do?
Can I see if it had any food on it or something?
You can try.
I want to skin its pelt.
Sure.
Yeah, I was just about to ask that. Like, is there a certain price for example, skin or hair?
You don't know. You can all give me an insight check.
Easily Max.
Yep, you can all.
22.
I got a 10 total, Max.
Alright.
Perception.
Fucking 4. That's it. I'm changing my dice.
Alright,
Perception.
I'll get the blowtorch. It is an insight check.
Insight.
Insight check.
I got
I got a
22.
17.
Also,
Who
shall I
rolled
roll
higher
the
than a 15?
investigation? See.
One brief moment. Who rolled higher than a 15?
I did.
You know that its pelt isn't worth anything, because its pelt has the smell of rotten fruit. Its blood, on the other hand, is very, very pricey, as it's used by alchemists quite often to create superior healing potions.
Oh.
I call dibs on the blood.
You don't know this. Stop being a metagaming piece of shit.
Damn it. Do you share information?
I try to take a blood sample.
Sure, do you have any vial, any bottle that you'd like to fill?
Do I, Muskets are for medicine,
Meskits,
correct?
no, meskits are for food, so you would actually
Meskits are
have
for
like
food.
some glasses and shit in that.
But anything I conceal.
You can both give me investigation checks. You are in an old bar.
Ooh, okay. 19.
20.
Natural 20, you managed to find 6 empty bottles. With a 19, you managed to find like 2 half-filled bottles. One of them seems to have this brown, murky liquid in it.
Clean out the bottle.
You
Can we
pour-
sniff it?
Sure. Constitution
it.
saving show.
Oh, fucking hell.
Um,
7. Fuck's sakes, change
you-
dice again.
Fuck's sake. You begin to like sniff it for a moment and you pull back rapidly as you're about to upchuck. And you realize this is whiskey, like really strong whiskey.
So basically absent.
Will it kill
Kind
me
of.
if I drink it?
No, but you ain't gonna fucking feel great at the next morning, that's for sure.
Huh.
I
Interesting.
deception check to trick Fergus into drinking it.
Oh,
Sure. Insight check from Fergus.
yes! Natural 20.
Okay,
Correct.
I got a 19.
You
Yeah, I just, like-
realize he's
And I really,
bullshitting you.
like in a sarcastic tone, like,
Can I
Hey.
convince him to drink
why
it?
not drink it?
Sure, deception check. Insight check. What the fuck are we doing?
Wait. I go proceed to knock Fergus on the head.
Oh, come on, I got a 13.
You
Stop.
wouldn't have succeeded either way. I got a 24.
Wait, I just love the situation. You're like, hey, it's good if you drink it. And I'm like, no. But hey, it's good if you drink it.
Crow, you observe all of this. Do you question your life choices?
I definitely am.
What do I have to roll for that?
Nothing, you just do it. Auto success.
I would have rolled a 4, just saying.
You think the life choices are good.
I proceed to smack Fergus outside the head to make him stop this stupid shit.
Yeah, why'd you do that?
Stop, you're being a child.
What the fuck am I? Well, I am a child. Deal with it.
Jackson Hayes, what's in the back of your mind? Don't you think you're wasting your time, Jackson?
What the fuck?
Oh, shut up, in his mind, he's thinking, shut up, Jester. You need to get our marbles straight.
limited. Get
Max.
some rest. Yes?
We know.
Do I see him talking to himself?
No, you
It's
just see
literally
him
in
like
my
he's kinda
mind.
moving away.
Okay,
Or
never
he's
mind.
mumbling like.
It isn't like the Plague Doctor.
Asshole. I like shit like that.
That's what's with the Plague Doctor. This is more inside my head.
Okay.
There's something within this town that might concern you. It would be a shame if you walked by it. Keep an eye out for someone you hold dear. And like that, it stops.
God damn it, Jester.
Brief plug. For those that don't know what the fuck that was on about, go to Rexor400's YouTube channel and look up the fucking explained backstory of fucking Jackson
Subscribe.
Interrupt this session for ads.
ads. Ads everywhere.
Self-promoting ads.
Exactly. Alright. So, you guys all rest?
Yes. I proceed to tell Alexander what our journey actually is. Hopefully, he joins us.
Alexander, they explain to you.
So, what do
do
you tell me? What do you tell me?
I explain chapter 1 to you.
Huh. Are you actually telling me that you're trying to find someone, though?
No, we tell you that we're on a journey to where the Duke is held. That the person that did the
Magic ban.
magic ban.
Max, would I know any of this?
You know of the Duke. You also know that there were rumors of a uprising. But you never heard anything about this. You've also heard rumors of magic being eventually banned due to the malice that it can bring over the positive that it can bring.
Hmm.
Especially after the recent giant attack within the Frozen North.
Meanwhile, the Frozen North.
Yeah.
Okay. I've heard a few tales and some news, most of which is concerning. However, I don't expect to know much else, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
So,
Listen, you know my father, and you. How can I say this? I think you were good friends with him. Am I mistaken?
We were close, yes.
Well, I guess I can trust you on this. We need to stop the magic ban on happening.
Stop the magic ban.
Yes, the
Well-
Duke wanna use a wish flower in order to ban all magic.
Behind the king's back.
Exactly.
Well, a magic ban would severely limit most of my order. Alright, I agree to help you on this venture. But understand something. I just look at Jackson Hayes straight in the eye. Not everything you know is as it seems.
Oh, that's ominous.
guys all
Well-
take a long rest.
Yep.
And also, no shit. But anyways,
You guys eventually wake up to a strange noise. Can you all give me perception checks?
Perception.
The
Perception
fuck
noise.
up, I'm having a stroke.
I rolled a natural 20 or perception noise.
I know the natural 20 on a perception noise as well.
I rolled a 17 on perception noise.
I
I'm
rolled a
gonna
16
slam
on
my
perception
dick on
noise.
the
Oh my
fucking
God.
table.
Max, you're not gonna hear the end of this.
Perception noise.
I'm gonna take his shit live on stream.
Do it, pussy.
Well, you say it as if I haven't already, but anyway.
Oh god.
God.
Anyways, you got
You
two
guys
natural
begin
20s.
hearing the sound of carts, like a singular cart with a ringing bell that's slowly chiming away.
Do I recognize this?
Not really. Give me a history
Would-
check. Actually, you would mind
Would,
maybe.
would the two people that got a natural 20 recognize this?
Maybe. You recognize this as being a alchemist van.
Ooh. You said history, right, Max?
Yes.
21.
Yeah, like I said, it's an alchemist van. It's kind of the thing where doctors would use to go from place to place.
Jackson Hayes looks at Fergus. You don't think
Could
it's
be.
sorry, not Fergus, Crow. 'Cause he got a natural 20. Sorry.
I am offended.
Let's stop
What do you
being
got?
feminists. It's 2019.
Yeah. So you don't think it's him, do you?
That might be possible. He did
Is-
say that we might meet him.
Nobody
Yeah.
likes Fergus here.
You didn't
I
get a
just
nat-
tapped. I just tapped Fergus on the head. That's okay.
No one likes me either.
Is it because I'm young and stupid?
Yes, Fergus, now shut up.
Jesus Christ.
Probably.
Mike, you get
Wait.
inspiration.
Wait, actually, during everything that's happening, meanwhile, my sister's all alone in a village who knows where in the future.
This is the thing.
Eh.
This is the thing. If we manage to stop the magic ban, then your sister won't be alone in the future.
A lot of things, a lot of butterfly effects can happen. It can save all your backstories.
Anyways,
Too
can I
bad
do?
Alexander's
but
backstory won't
wouldn't
change.
Sad trombone. Anyway,
Okay.
Wait,
Can I
no,
do an investigation check to see if there's a
Max.
window so I can peek out?
sure. Yes.
Max.
Yes.
if we do change, then wouldn't something else bad happen?
You don't know.
Because
The
I mean,
beauty
if you
of time
change
travel.
something, then it affects something else.
You don't know.
Like I said,
Butterfly effect.
the beauty of time travel.
Yep.
Yeah.
16.
You look outside and you see this hearse-like vehicle coming towards the main square of town. In front, there seems to be an average-looking person. He has a smoking pipe. Give me another perception check.
19.
19.
That's a 19.
You recognize this to be the same smoking pipe your doctor used to smoke from. His features are very, very human. He has like a large grey eyes, long blondish hair that's somewhat red in some areas. He has a large scar on his left cheek.
Can I do a insight to remember the books that I've read in the Citadel
Sure,
about the Doctor?
sure,
About before he turned into the Doctor.
sure.
Insight, that
Just the
is
doctor. Doesn't really
15.
matter who am I even talking to. Oh yes, you.
How much?
15.
You remember reading that one of the largest doctors around basically was originally an average Joe before there was the magic ban. He was one of the few people that had fought in the Great Red War, or so it was called. The thing that caused all of the chaos, all of the destruction, all of the reasoning behind why it all went down.
I was
But it's
gonna
never
say something, but I don't think it's a
specified.
good idea.
It's never specified what the Red War was or how it came about. But you remember that basically some kind of affliction hit the Doctor, and it caused him to slowly turn into what you later found him as.
Okay. Do you think we can trust the Doctor? Fergus Scrub.
I mean, he's a bit different than what we know. He could
By the way,
not
Max,
trust us.
Mhm.
how much gold do I start with? Because I actually never. actually-
35.
Okay.
Sorry, what did you say, Fergus?
He's not the same one we know. He could be different.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I just go to this doctor.
YOLO, am I right though?
You just step outside and the Doctor kind of like turns to you and he smiles. Well, hi there, friend. What can I do for you? Can like
Hello
pulls
there.
the reins for a moment and the horses stop.
He's so cheery. Oh my god.
Kind of steps down.
Hello,
with-
friend.
You see his like long black coat, and the insides are like filled with vials and things. I didn't expect to find many people around these parts. You know this is a ghost town, right?
Yes, I was simply going by.
We
Well,
assumed.
to each their own. It ain't my problem. But anyway, what can I do for you fine folks?
Wait,
Well,
what do
it's
you mean?
just him on the
It's
outside.
it's just me on the outside. Only I go.
What can I do for you fine sir?
I was wondering, would you happen to have any potions, health potions, or even some empty vials?
Well, yeah, we got plenty of those. Are you looking for something on the line of herbs, or are you looking for something on the line of magic?
Herbs will do just fine.
Herbs are the
but-
cheaper alternative.
Max,
Yep.
Is the troll's corpse still nearby?
That kind of dissolved overnight.
Shit, okay, never
I'd
mind.
say you guys got 5 wine bottles worth of troll blood.
Uh, hmm. Tell me something. Would you be able to do a few potions out of a specific ingredient?
Well, depends ingredient.
Does troll blood suit your fancy?
Hmm. Well, on its own, it's a great component, but it ain't got much healing property. What I can say for a bottle worth, I can give you up to 2 potions.
2 potions.
Or
Oh,
1
that would
magic
be-
potion. Your choice.
Magic potion restores mana slots, correct?
No, magic potions basically, you know how there's basic, better, superior, extreme superior, whatever the thing is.
Like Pokemon.
This falls under superior, no, extreme superior, which would be 10d4 plus 10.
But what would it do? Like heal HP?
Healing,
What?
heal. 10d4
Oh, okay.
plus 10.
I'll take
So
that one. Then.
for 1 bottle, you get 1 bottle of extreme healing.
2. Or
Mhm.
wait.
1.
No, 1.
1
No,
for
I'll
extreme
take-
healing.
I'll take 1 extreme healing then.
Alright, add that, it's 10d4 plus 10.
Okay, I'll just write it down then.
In the meantime,
The rest of you, all give me stealth checks.
oh, 22.
19.
Okay.
7.
Fergus and Crow, you're instantly spotted. It's like, you got some company in there. Well, don't be shy,
Hi.
don't bite. Come on out.
He spotted me with a 19.
Yep.
Was it a natural?
No, I rolled 19 and there's plus 3 to perception. 22.
Ah.
He just missed the mark. Come on,
I'm just
then.
like-
Don't be shy.
Oh, sorry, fuck. But he saw that.
Why are you hiding from him, Jackson? Don't you recognize your old friend?
No,
Before
as I walk forward to the doctor. Come on, Jackson, don't be shy.
Yeah, come on, buddy,
Sure,
let's
you
go.
do that.
Yes.
There's one more. Why not? Why not? Hello, everybody. Are you heading further north? I could give you a
Wait,
lift
wait.
if you so wanted.
Max,
Yes?
you started the saying something as a gesture, no?
Yes.
Can we continue that, please? Because I have something.
Don't you recognize your old friend, Jackson Hayes?
I recognize my old friend, but it's not the friend I knew.
This is the better version of him. Enjoy. And the voice dissipates.
He's too cheery for his taste.
Well,
He likes the goth guys.
Yes, that's why I went for Crow the first episode, now wasn't it?
That was my favorite scene.
Anyways, Jackson Hayes dusts himself off because assuming he's just like, oh look, the glaze is coming, whoop, whoop, and just like laid down on the dusty floor.
Well, I'll ask you kindly if you're here in Nora. I'll be glad to give you all a lift.
Why would you help us? You don't know us.
Well, in my line of business, you help those people that you don't know. That's how you make customers.
That's
Well,
good
he's not
marketing.
wrong, you know.
So yeah,
Hmm.
it's up to you. Plus, I can offer you some trade if you're interested.
Okay, who has all the troll blood?
I have some.
You have
I just exchanged 1 bottle for extreme healing magic.
I ain't trusted with shit.
You have like
We
a
have 5?
glass vial, and you've already dropped it like 4 times.
Oh, come on!
um,
What do you guys want to do? Tell me.
but wait, who has? Who
I'm
has-
with them. I don't really know what's gonna happen for now. Like, I need to follow them to get a proper clue.
Like, we need to head to the Citadel, no?
Yeah.
Max,
Yes.
I'm asking you.
Oh, yeah, you guys kind of have to like go north. It's in that general direction.
Before we go on, Max,
Yep.
do I still I was still investigating this town, correct?
No, you're kind of just passing through. You have to go
Oh,
to the
okay.
mountains.
Okay. I tell Forte that I was originally heading to the mountains.
Well, it's funny you say that, friend. I'm actually going up there myself. There's a few herbs
Oh.
up there that I actually need to gather.
Would you mind giving me a ride?
I wouldn't mind at all. It's always fun to have some company.
Appreciate it.
I grab before he gets on the cart. I grab Greymane's arm. Like, thought said you were coming with us.
Believe me, it would do you well to join me. The capital is not. Wait, actually, gonna stop really quick. Max, isn't the capital not that far off the mountains?
Not the capital, they're just a town outside the mountains and then the mountain.
Yeah, and isn't the capital nearby?
The capital's a while off. It's like a continent away.
Yeah, so it's more or less on the way if we go to the mountains first. Uh, yeah, you're nay. Before I say anything stupid, that's what I'm saying.
Basically, to get to the other continent, it's going to take like 4 weeks.
Yeah.
You have to go to the mountain, which is like a 2-day journey by caravan or 4 days by walk.
Exactly. Like, I just simply tell Hayes that to get to the capital is going to take us weeks. However, going to the mountain, if we go with him, mostly 2 days. It's more or less on the way.
Okay. Crow, Fergus, what do you think?
I mean, it's easier to go by carriage rather than walking.
Yeah, and I mean he's offering, so
Sure. Okay, then we'll all go by caravan.
Alrighty then, I'll let you clamber in. Sorry if I sound a bit scoffed. I'm tiny bit hoarse for those who don't know.
Doc, do you mind if I sit in front with you? I
No,
don't
I
like
wouldn't
being
mind at
cramped inside.
all. Kind of like takes off his jacket and like puts it as a cushion for you as well.
Okay, I climb on the front.
Also, by the way, the name's Caesar.
Max, I'm sorry, but how many times are you gonna change the doctor's name?
As many times as I want, bitch.
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 That's on, yeah.
Okay, fine. His name is Caesar now.
Caesar salad.
He gives you a very large death stare and an anvil begins to materialize over your head made out of
Is he
Texas
gonna be
blocks.
stabbed in the back like the actual Caesar?
Who knows? Probably. You guys get on the
Nice.
caravan. Kind of turns to you at the
Can I-
moment. You said your name was Jackson, right?
Yeah, Jackson Hayes. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Kind of like shakes your hand, but he gives like giving you a weary look. Do I know you from somewhere?
I wish you did, my friend. I wish you did.
Well, that doesn't sound ominous. Kind of like grabs the reins and he flicks them twice, and the horses begin moving upwards.
He's
you-
way too cheery.
As the day goes by, that's where we're going to end today's session. From the first episode of Chapter 2,
Heck.
Blood in the Water. I hope you all enjoyed. We'll be back next week with another episode if nothing comes up. Honestly, hope you did enjoy, and we hope to see some more viewers within the upcoming sessions as well. So please spread the word about our podcast, and honestly, I'd love to hear some feedback. I'll be spending 15 minutes post stream to respond to any messages if there are any. So yeah, feel free. And if you want to catch the first chapter, please go on the YouTube channel, catch that, all the good shit there, and make sure that you're up to date. Again, you don't really need it for chapter 2, it's more of a standalone in some senses, but there will be references to the original chapter. So yeah, take care everybody and have a good night.
Bye.
Boy.
Subscribe.
Subscribe to me so you get anvils.
Anvils! All
Each
the
subs-
anvils!
All
Each
the
subscription
anvils.
is an anvil on a player.
No,
Oh God, wait,
no.
no.
Oh no! Somebody gifts 50 subs out of nowhere. Oh no!
No.
Take care, buddy.
Not enough players to get fucking anvil.